1 in 5 children in Bartholomew County lives in poverty. Their basic needs of food, clothing, and shelter are not always met. Children who live in poverty are less healthy, trail others in emotional and intellectual development, and are less likely to graduate from high school or to seek higher education.
If you're a child living in poverty, most likely you're going to stay in poverty because you will be living what you've learned. United Way's role in combating poverty is bringing all of the agencies and programs together to help families and individuals break out of the cycle of poverty.
The poverty level in a community influences workforce readiness, economic development, crime, and safety.
Well, the data is crystal clear. Growing up in poverty has a substantial negative impact on children, and it really manifests itself in many different ways. So for one example, we have really fantastic teachers in our school system, but if a child shows up to school and they are hungry that day, it doesn't matter how good the teachers in our school corporation are. If that child is hungry, he is going to have trouble learning. If a child doesn't feel safe in their home in the evening, no matter how good our teachers are, that child is not going to be able to learn effectively. And all of these examples, they all lead to one fact, and that is that children that grow up in lower income households do not succeed academically at the same rate as their middle class peers.
Often people in our community who are living in poverty find themselves with no support systems. They lack basic job skills, reliable transportation, and affordable housing. They also lack the resources that allow them to get on their feet on their own.
Before I started CSUC and I got services, I was very depressed. At one point, I was living with my parents, and my mom was just basically like, we're leaving, and we're out of this house, and I'm taking your sister, and because she lived there too, and she's like, but you're not coming with us. And so she took me to a hotel and said, I'm paying for a week. And then I guess she'll just have to go to the shelter. So that was just like, I felt so hopeless and just so scared. I didn't know what to do.
With your help, United Way is harnessing the expertise of multiple nonprofit agencies in our community to help break the cycle of poverty. It truly does take a village to provide the assistance necessary to break the chain of generational poverty. We know that a one-step approach is just a Band-Aid, not a solution. United Way is uniquely situated to look at families like Gwen's as a whole and to give them the resources they need to get out of poverty and to thrive. United Way offers financial coaching, programming, and access to job skill education that gives our most vulnerable neighbors the skills they need to lift themselves and their families out of poverty.
I started out at Centerstone, where I was getting help with my recovery, and they got me in touch with the Human Services with the Rapid Rehousing Program so that I could get housing. After I got settled in my house, I was working through my depression, and my Human Services coach recommended that I get a part-time job or volunteer, and that's what landed me at CSUC. When I started CSUC, I was able to get a support system and make some friends, and I started to feel normal again. After I got my job, I was introduced to many services that helped me to get to where I am today. Because of all the services I received, today I am happy, I'm hopeful, and I'm an example I need to be for my boys. Over the last 3 years, I've learned that I'm capable of doing this on my own, and I have the tools to do it. I just want to thank United Way and their system for getting me to where I am today.
We envision a community where every person, no matter their background, circumstances, or zip code, has an equal chance at a brighter future.
If you believe, like I do, that every child in our community deserves an equal chance at good opportunity, the simplest and most effective thing that you can do is to give a gift to the United Way of Bartholomew County.
No matter the size of your gift, You can be sure your investment in Bartholomew County's children will create a brighter future for our community. Thank you for helping us break the chain of generational poverty. We couldn't do it without you.